What's going on, guys? This is Byssted and welcome to my Byssted Thunder Dragon Punk deck profile. This deck is absolutely freaking stupid, and I was able to do a lot of freaking negates in my combo video using just, what you're seeing right now. So without Thunder Dragon Titan, without Thunder Dragon Colossus. So imagine if we actually end up getting Colossus, this deck will be tier negative 10 billion. But even with the current card pool, I want to say the deck is definitely tier 1 level, because even though we look like we're playing zero hand traps, when you think about it, every single Byssted monster is a potential DD Crow if you want to banish a light or dark monster, granted the fact that your opponent controls a monster. Otherwise, it's going to be a slow effect that you're going to have to be using on your own turn. And these monsters are also very good at generating advantage, and they're obviously very strong dark monsters, so you can make, you can tribute them for Deck Devastation Virus, Eradicator, Epidemic Virus, and Full Force Virus because they all have the stats. So yeah, extremely scary deck post game 1. You're always going to be winning your game 2s or game 3s when you go first. So the only thing that really matters is winning your game 1. Anyways, before this deck profile starts, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, if this video can get to 1,000 likes, I will be making a live stream on this deck, and now let's jump right into it. So obviously, I'm playing the one Chaos Dragon Levineer, which you can easily search, super easy, but typically if you want to search this card, it's going to have to be a card that you have access to on turn 3, because you're going to be searching it on the end phase with the effect of Magnamut, but you can also search it with Chaos Space, so it's all good. And then 3 copies of Byssted Lubellion. This card's super broken, so you can send it from the hand to the grave in order to search any Byssted monster. And in the graveyard, you can tribute a level 6 or higher Dark Dragon monster to revive it back, technically also from the hand, but you'd rather revive it back from the grave. It's better value, because you obviously want to get it to the grave to search a monster and then revive it back. That way you fully capitalize off of what the card can do. And once per turn on the field, you can place one Byssted Spell or Trap card, branded Spell or Trap card from your deck to the field. Very freaking fantastic card. And then 1 copy of Foxy Tune, 1 Deer Note if I can find it, yes, and then 2 Xiamen, 3 Emergency Teleport. Honestly, that's probably like the bare minimum for the Punk engine. And as long as this engine exists, you really are forced to play it. There's no argument not to play it because it does too much. It makes Chaos Ruler and then Needle Fiber into like everything. Odd Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss basically on its own, and by milling cards, you increase your odds of getting Roar and Dark into the grave, which you can banish by the effect of your Byssted monsters to get absolute massive advantage. But literally half of your deck benefits off of getting milled, like even Chaos Space, Fairy Tale Snow, all those cards, Summon Limit or Anti-Spell Fragrance, whatever, they really are cards that you're trying to mill because you can get them back. So yeah, very, very good value. Anyways, for the Byssted monsters, I'm on 3 Magnamut and then 2 Saronir and 2 Druid Worm. So this one can search from the deck to the hand, well, from the deck or graveyard to the hand on the end phase, the turn it was special summoned. And then this is a Foolish Burial if it is sent to the graveyard. So even if you send it from the deck to the grave, it will Foolish for any Byssted monster. And the Druid Worm is a card that when it is sent from the field to the grave, so not the same as Saronir, you can send a special summon monster your opponent controls to the grave, but obviously it has to target. It couldn't have been that broken. So yeah, a bunch of Byssted monsters, actually, 10. So if you draw any Byssted monster with Batteryman Solar, that's a combo, which is very scary. But yeah, for the Thunder Dragon monsters, I'm not playing a lot. Only 2 Roar, 2 Hawk, 2 Dark. In my combo video, I also featured Duo, but I don't really recommend it. It's a level 8 monster that is a little hard to summon. Yes, sure, it is a searchable BLS, but it's not, like, super insane. And you're not really going to be using any of its effects, just like the summoning condition, so I wasn't like a super big fan of it. Anyways, for the other monsters, I'm on 1 Artifact Scythe because of the Artifact Dagda, 1 Jet Synchron because of Needle Fiber, Fairy Tale Snow, which you can mail with Chaos Ruler, or Foolish with Beatrice, or even Curious, so yeah, 10 billion ways of consistently getting this in the grave. And Fairy Tale Snow banishing Thunder Dragon monsters is so disgusting that you always have to take a shower every time you do that. Anyways, the baby dragons, so Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, White Dragon Wyver Buster, and finally 3 copies of Batteryman Solar, which is extremely terrifying in this deck. This is the best deck to ever abuse Batteryman Solar in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Even in the full power, quote-unquote, Danger Thunder Crusadia Guard Dragon, Batteryman Solar was ass because unless you very specifically drew the White Dragon Wyver Buster, which is unsearchable, which was unsearchable because Chaos Space didn't exist yet, or Thunder Dragon Hawk, which was a one-of, you weren't doing much. 29 monsters, this is a 40-card deck. For the spells, I'm on 3 Allures, which honestly you can cut. You don't really have to play this card. 3 Chaos Space, 3 Emergency Teleport, 1 Rebranded, and one floodgate of your choice. It really depends on the circumstances, and I do believe that anti-spell is a little bit more logical because summon limit is a little counterproductive with the fact that you're already scythe locking your opponent. So anti-spell allows you to protect yourself from Dark Ruler, potentially Forbidden Droplet, because your opponent's gonna have to preemptively use Droplet, send like 5 cards, since you're making so many negates. So yeah, anti-spell is the best. Anyways, for the extra deck, I'm on 1 Baron, 1 Hot Red, Chaos Ruler, TG Wonder Magician, Harbinger. You can easily use 2 level 8 monsters to make it, so Chaos Ruler, so that it doesn't go back to the grave, Levineer, and Lubellion, so a lot of options, and even Duo if you really want to play it. Beatrice, because all the Byssted monsters, the smaller ones at least, not Lubellion, are level 6. You could also play Hieratic Dragon King of Atum, but there's no like super broken dragon monster that you can summon. They're usually bricks, so it's not really worth it. Anyways, Griffin with the World Ocean Dragon, so you can get rid of it, because its effect also hurts you, which is unfortunate. Appaloosa, Curious, Dagda, Needle Fiber, Masquerena, Striker Dragon. The zone actually matters because it allows you to have a Cooling Griffin, so you can draw a card, and then you have nothing in the extra monster zone, and you can start doing interesting things. That would include a Hieratic Seal if you play the card, but I mean, you don't really have to. And finally, Linkuriboh for the Batteryman Solar Token, so you can have a Dark in the form of Linkuriboh, which is a Cyberse, a Dark in the form of Thunder Dragon Dark, which you summon off of Roar, and finally, the Byssted monster, which is a Dragon, so 3 Darks with different types. And like I said, this is easy access to Curious. For the idea section, the duo, which I already kind of covered, D-Shifter is actually very cute, so it doesn't really do anything against this deck, as hilarious as this may sound, because you actually want cards to get banished. It's actually beneficial for you to get Roar and Dark in the banished, because you're going to be generating massive advantage. Again, with freaking Colossus getting back to 1, if that ends up happening, this deck is going to be even more disgusting, so yeah. Anyways, Aloof Lupine, I don't really recommend that. It's only a Thunder Dragon starter, but not really much else, and it doesn't get you like that much, extended, and it can be a little redundant if you already have ways to banish your Thunder Dragon monsters. The egg kind of sucks. Titan is really impossible to summon. You would need like Instant Fusion or Ready Fusion or some other shenanigans, or Thunder Dragon Fusion. Not the best, definitely not great, and Thunder Dragon itself is a bad card in this deck. We're not playing Danger Monsters, so, having 2 copies of it in your hand really doesn't achieve jack shit. Anyways, Zombie Vampire, don't like it. Helps the opponent. Ew, disgusting. Oh my god. Access Code, Unicorn, Hieratic Seal, it never comes up, man. No, again, no insane dragon monster that I'm really desperately trying to summon, outside maybe of a Morphage Goliath if I have the Harbinger to protect it, but that's about it. But Linkuriboh is already there. El Mirage, Gold Sarcophagus, which is, again, redundant. Foolish Burial doesn't send much that your deck already cannot send, so, yeah, not the best, and Thunder Dragon Fusion kind of sucks. Yeah, that's pretty much it for my Byssted Thunder Dragon Punk deck profile. Let me know your thoughts about this deck in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.